Hello everyone and welcome back to Repeat! This is the Owen run, so for those of you who are trying to stay with the Sissel run, sorry I kinda had to interject this in the middle. I don't know what episode we'll get back to the Philip run, or to the fucking Sissel. God, why is every name I default to Philip? I don't fucking know, because he's my favorite! But yeah, this is the second episode of the Owen run, so I'm going to be skipping shit that is essentially the exact same, and I'll be pointing out stuff that either strikes to me or something that's different. I will point that stuff out as it happens, but otherwise, you'll only be seeing the stuff that's different, and these episodes will probably be a little bit longer, maybe even shorter. I don't fucking know. I'm just recording these straight through. I'm allowing myself more time, but I'm also yammering a lot. So let's stop fucking yammering, get on with the shit! So let's go! I should wonder how old Echo is, if he's been going through... Well... I don't know. We entered the kitchen and Echo carefully led me to a seat at the kitchen table. It's pretty damn dark in here. I can barely see a thing. Huh? Hey, I think I hear someone coming. Maybe you should hide yourself or something. Don't worry about it, John. You're the only one that can see me anyway. Suddenly the lights flicked on as someone strolls into the room. Oh, hello, Sissel. Okay, so I was right. This is Sissel. And admittedly, I should have done this in a Sissel run, but I didn't know it was the Sissel run until then, so... For those who wanted to see the Sissel shit that was only for Sissel, come to the Owen run. What the fuck's wrong with me? Sissel jumps about a foot in the air and stumbles comically onto his back. He's flailing like a turtle. Flailing like a turtle. Do turtles flail? What? For fuck's sake, John, give me some warning! All I did was say hello. Well, I didn't expect to be here at the dead of night! You're like an angry slice of pie. What? Stop laughing, you jackass! I couldn't help sniggering at his outburst. My laughing abruptly turned to a hacking cough as the room suddenly started spinning. A pair of arms caught me just before my face hit the floor. That was a close one. John, you feeling alright? You don't look so good. I only replied with a feverish giggle. The floor and I are madly in love, Sissel. Why did we get in the way of our sweet embrace? Okay, I'll take that as a no. I want to take that as like a okay. Just drop the shit. You can't break us up like this, I'm in love. Afraid I love you more. Let's elope back to your seat. Whoa, that's... Huh. Sissel pulls me back into my chair and feels my forehead with concern. Whoa, you're burning up. You know what? Stay right there. I'll cook something up for you. That'll push the fever away. Yeah, Sissel, you're not my mom. Stop fussing over me. You lose all your punk cred. I'll lose all cred if I leave a sick friend to die on my kitchen floor. Blade, just being a drama queen. Yes, I am. Now settle down at the table. I'll make you some soup. Some soups. Thank you, Your Highness. Yeah, because of the... Sissel grabs... Sissel grabs his apron and got straight to work. Within a few minutes, the stove was purring away as the room warmed with the smell of delicious broth. I had started to feel a bit less loopy, but I still had an awfully large grin on my face as I watched Sissel work. What are you laughing about, idiot? I think it's just that you'd make the perfect wife. Oh, the fever's really scrambling your brain. Well, it's true. You can cook awesomely, and you have a great caring side. Sure, you're a tough, punkish sort of guy, but I think you'd be a great wife. Thanks, Sean. That's pretty flattering. Oh, shit. I don't want this to accidentally turn into the Sissel run. Damn it. But I don't think I'll ever be getting married or find love in this wretched lifetime. Not. You're getting as modest as Philip. You're not perfect, but I am sure a sweet girl will be completely smitten by... No, you're wrong. I rub at my tired eyes and look at Sissel's face. He seemed so uncomfortable. Is there something he's hiding? With a sigh, I wobble onto my feet and limp over to him. John, you shouldn't be up... Shh. I pull him into a hug and start petting his hair, ignoring the embarrassed splutters. Hey, Sissel? What? You're loved, your adorable slice of pie. Loved. Now accept it, or you're gonna piss off your very sick friend. John, you don't know me very well. I'm like a used rag. No one will actually love someone like me. Oh. Too late, Sissel. You're already loved. Didn't you say earlier that you'd elope with me? That was just a joke. And I'm here to tell you that you're no joke, Sissel. You deserve all the love in the world, and don't you dare deny it. You're such a shameless twat, John. I know. I gave Sissel a goofy grin. He only responded with an exasperated groan. I couldn't help but laughing nonsensically at him. My feet... What the fuck? My feet suddenly gave out and I clung to Sissel's shoulders for dear life. Could you carry me back to the table? My feet are growing a bit sore. Sissel let out a mix of a laugh and a sigh before gently carrying me over to the table. Aw. We spent the rest of the night quietly together, drinking delicious soup and sharing meaningless small talk. It reminded me of our lunch together at the cafe. The chatter filled up the silence from before nicely. We didn't mention what happened earlier again, and it almost felt like our whole conversation from before didn't happen. But Sissel seemed more relaxed and content that night. I think it was the first time I've ever actually seen him truly smile. No. Well, that should have been in the fucking Sissel run, shouldn't have been. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it all to heck. Okay, so this is with the whole conflict between Corliss and Dolores. Last time I kicked Dorcas in the balls, and I loved it. I love that part. But I haven't seen Call for Echo. I haven't seen that part yet. And I think it's only fair that we see the different stuff. I obviously will like kicking him in the balls more. And everyone in the comments liked me kicking him in the balls more. I hissed quietly under my breath. Echo, are you there? Yo, John, you called? Echo, you have to help us out here. You can't do some ghostly voodoo shit and drive Dolores away. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a... Yeah, you're not a ghost. There's gotta be something you can do. Echo stares at his struggled features as Sissel and Mr. Dolores thoughtfully. So you want to drive Mr. Dolores away? Yes! Very well, then. There's the tilt. The tilt where he has no eyeball. Your wish is my command. The wind around the courtyard abruptly picked up, whipping around everyone like a snarling beast. Everyone's hair and hats fluttered about wildly as they struggled to stay composed. In the corner of my eye, something weird flew off the top of Mr. Dolores' head and soared away in the wind. Oh, wow. Mr. Dolores? What do you want, Brad? Better be important. Well, it's not exactly, but your toupee. Aw, that's nice. What? Mr. Dolores felt the top of his head as he let out a high-pitched squeal of horror and panic. Was it a feather toupee? Oh no, he's a... Why do I keep imagining him as a big bird? He's a rat. Jesus Christ. Never seen someone grow so beet red. He dropped Sissel like a sack of potatoes and ran off in the crowd to find his missing hair. It's probably never coming back. That went pretty well. I offered Sissel a hand as he struggled back onto his feet. You okay, Sissel? Could be better. I'm feeling fairly homicidal. Mr. Sissel, I hope you're uninjured. Mrs. Corliss approached us, her aged face crunched up with concern. I'd like to apologize to you as a staff member for that episode. Sissel snarls furiously. Don't apologize for that jackass's attitude. You should be the one who's sorry. Language, Mr. Sissel. How correct you are. Anyways, I believe you and Mr. John should join your classmates now. The school's about ready to depart. Sure thing. As Mrs. Corliss walked away, Sissel pulls me over and ruffles my hair with a grin. Thanks for coming to my rescue, John. You're turning into my knight in shining armor. What did he just picked you off of the ground? Am I? That makes you the fair damsel in distress, doesn't it? You gotta start wearing a dress to match your parts, Sissel. So it's gonna be a friendly punch to the arm. You'd probably be into that. Well, I certainly wouldn't be complaining. Come on, let's join the class. We're gonna be left behind. Okay, so the end part is the same. But yeah, I definitely like kick him in the balls more. I think that's just fair to say. Oh, he's coughing and stuff this time. What's that? Wanted to thank you. Pretty awesome to see you in action. I didn't know you could make the wind blow like that. I can't, technically. My powers don't work like that. What do you mean? It's hard to explain. Echo groans and squeezes his eyes shut as if have to fight off a bad headache. Which is, we can twist circumstances and coincidences. The wind just happened to blow hard for that moment. It's a bit like yesterday when you met that girl. She made it so that you just happened to fall sick with a fever. So it's kind of like you inflict people with bad luck? Something like that. Most of the time we can't interfere directly, so we force something else to instead. I should warn you, though, everything we do will have consequences. Next time you ask me to do something, think carefully first. Ah. well then, we definitely aren't doing the seaweed shit with Sissel. Sounds good to me. Echo sighs tiredly. I rub my eyes and squint at him. Is it just my imagination, or is he growing more transparent than usual? I'm a bit tired, John. Mind if I rest a little? Not at all. With a smile, Echo steps toward me. He seemed to disappear like dust into the wind and flowed into my chest where my camera was. I didn't remember that happening any time before, but yeah. With a small smile, I whisper thank you and turn to rejoin the group of students. So that definitely went in a transition to the same screen. There's Owen speeding off. I'm curious to see how this happens here. What happens here? Because Sissel doesn't want to lose. I don't know. It's like asking a bar of soap to fight a medieval dragon. It just ain't happening. What the fuck does that mean? Is the guy supposed to rock around this much? The water does seem a bit rougher here. Feeling okay, Sissel? If you want, we can double back. No, we're gonna win this! Doesn't it feel like the water's getting higher, though? Just keep paddling, John. I thought you were afraid of the water. If I just pretend everything's not going to shit, it won't. Mind over matter, okay? Our kayak abruptly capsizes. Shit! Throwing both of us spluttering into the water. Sissel immediately hold on to me with an iron grip. I'm gonna die, aren't I? This is how we're gonna drown. They're gonna eat my fish and turn into fish shit. Shush, we're gonna be fine. This is why we wear life jackets. Now stop clinging to me like a baby koala with the fucking koalas again. And help me flip this kayak back upright. That's not gonna do any good. There's a hole in the side of the boat. This thing ain't floating. What? Sure enough, there was a fish-sized rift in the kayak that slowly drank in the surrounding water. It's sinking faster than our chances of winning this race. Do you think the school will leave without us? We'll be stuck in the middle of the lake together until we rot to die. How romantic. Be serious, won't you? Yeah, I'm gonna be serious. You're spewing melodramatic angst every other minute. I'm panicking, okay? And stop laughing at me. It's not funny. So I wanted to giggle as I pet Sissel's head soothingly. Oh, look, someone's coming to rescue us. Hey, it's the others. Sure enough, Philip and Owen's kayak was paddling its way towards us, with Owen looking particularly reluctant. John, Sissel, are you two alright? Oh, jeez, you guys are worthless without us. You're full of shit, Owen. Is that any way to treat someone who's coming to your rescue? You were just saying how you wanted to leave them behind. Well, that was in the past. I'm too kind-hearted to abandon these helpless ducklings. Ducklings? Ignore him, John. Just take my hand. It might be a bit cramped in here. Oh, come on, Philip. We can't just let them on without some sort of payment. How about you two give us each nice, hot brew? Ignore him! I can throw him overboard if you want. Please don't. He's doing the most of the paddling. What's all I mean to you, Philip? I thought we had so much together. Owen wails dramatically and wraps his arms around Philip's waist as he helps us onto the kayak. Christ. So much except for personal space, apparently. Yeesh. Sissel and I were jammed tightly in the back of the kayak. I sat in the very back with Sissel cramped snugly between me and Owen, his warm back pressed tightly against the chest and between my calves. The way the boat was rocking made Sissel's hips grind against my crotch rhythmically. Shit, I can feel myself getting hard. John, what's poking me? Yes, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. Oh, shit. This is not the Sissel run. Don't do the Sissel stuff. It's Owen. This is Owen. Damn it. What am I doing wrong? It keeps pushing me to Sissel. It's like, Christ. This is getting awkward. Luckily, Philip and Owen were too preoccupied with paddling to notice. Well, it looks like we're too far behind the race to actually win. Don't be so pessimistic. I'm sure we can if we make, if I fucking, what the shit? Sure, if we make it, if I paddle through 100% and barrel through other teams, the chances of that are as high as the chance of us actually kissing. Was that a challenge? That settles it. We have to win. You two back there, put your back into it. I have to win my true love's kiss. Christ. Hang on, I never actually promised. Onward! Owen thrashes his paddle into the water wildly, thrusting the kayak forward at breakneck speed. The force of it practically throws Sissel into me, pressing us close together. Slow the fuck down! You'll kill us all! Ha wimp! Hurtling rapidly towards shore, the kayak bashes into and throws several other teams aside. We almost flip over several times. As we approached the shore, there was a loud whack as Owen accidentally elbows Philip in the face and throws him overboard. No! You dumbass! Owen dives headfirst into the water after Philip with a panicked shout. Philip, hold on! Calm down, the water's like 2 feet deep here. Oh. Listen, I'm really sorry, I didn't think... you usually don't. Wait. You two, hurry up and finish the race without us so you don't have to kiss him! Aye, aye, Captain. Anything to piss off Owen. Wait, don't! Without another word, Sissel and I grab the paddles and thrash our way to shore, leaving Owen behind in our wake. Fucked him up, didn't we? Welcome back, gentlemen. Congratulations on winning this year's race with no casualties. That was the most traumatic experience of my life, John. Why do you make me do this? I think it went pretty well, actually. Fucking twat, I'm going to need therapy after this. But did you die? Owen Sissel groans and punches me in the shoulder. Behind us, Philip was wading his way out of the water with Owen following closely behind. Oh, hey, you're alive. Thanks to you two, now I don't have to kiss Owen. Are you both big time? Oh, I figured you'd be dying to kiss me, Philip. Of course. Really? Yeah, I'd rather die first. Yeah, you really know how to kill a guy's self-esteem. You're welcome. Lord. The kayaking experience was a shipwreck waiting to happen. Ha ha! Okay, so playing volleyball I know will pair me with Sissel, and swimming Sissel doesn't want to do, and I'm trying... Not only is it something we didn't do before, but it also gets us away from Sissel for a little bit. So let's go swimming! I grinned and gave Sissel the evil eye. We're all wet anyway, why not go for a swim? John, I will drown you. Woohoo! Swimming time! I knew you would pick the best choice. Philip peered at Owen suspiciously. You sound a bit too excited for this. You don't have to sound so paranoid, I just like swimming. The water's pretty rough, though. You never know where the current's gonna accidentally sweep away your swim trunks. There was a husky edge to his voice. Oh, Owen, you pervert. You're not seriously gonna try to pants anyone, right? Like, that's a middle schooler move. Only if you if you're slow enough to be a victim, or, you know, if you're a scaredy cat that can't swim. No offense, Philip. That was for Sissel. Who said I couldn't swim? You were as white as a sheet when you got on your kayak, kiddo. I was just a little motion sick, that's all. Really now? How about a little race? The first one to get to the opposite end of the cove wins. You're on! The loser will have to strip naked for everyone to oogle, though. What kind of fucked up rule is that? Ready? Wait, I never said go! Oh, you piece of shit, get back here! And off they go. Owen was gliding through the water like a sleek little dolphin. Well, he was already a quarter of the way there. And Sissel, well, Sissel's doomed. I don't think you're supposed to bend your arm like that. He's not moving very fast, is he? Or floating at all. Oh, Jesus. Philip and I ended up jogging around the forest path to allow Owen and Sissel's little race, to follow Owen's and Sissel's race. Sissel was lagging behind, flapping wildly in the water in his attempts to catch up. I feel kind of bad for him now. Not that I want to see Owen's junk, but I'd rather hear that Sissel wins. I don't mind seeing either of them naked, but I kind of agree. Philip shoots me an exasperated grin as we kept running to catch up with him. You know, maybe there was something I could do to help Sissel out. Echo, you there? Oh, come on, leave him alone! Yo, John, what's up? Say, you mentioned that you could manipulate circumstances and situations, right? I suppose if you want me to do something stupid for you, right? Like helping Sissel win this little swimming race? You read my mind. Here you have phenomenal supernatural powers at your fingertips, and you're gonna use them to get a chance to see Owen's dick. I nodded sagely. Just, yes. That about sums it up. Echo sighs and scratches his head awkwardly. Well, I guess I could give Sissel a hand. Here it goes. Someone's here. A cold shiver curls down my spine. This feeling, there was a wish here. What's that sound? Rattling chains? John, look at that! Huh? The lake water suddenly seemed to shift, a rushing current sweeping Sissel sweeping under Sissel and firmly pushes him down the cove. What is this? Huh? The waters almost seemed to carry him gently along. In no time at all, Sissel sailed past Owen's lead and reached the other end of the cove and winning the race. I stared in shock and glanced behind me suspiciously. Whoa, John, did you see that? Sissel really did win! Philip, did you just... What was it? Never mind. I must have just imagined it, but I swear Philip just... Nah. Anyway, let's go catch up with them. The fuck was that? We found Sissel and Owen on the other side of the cove, bickering wildly amongst themselves. Ha! I won! Who's the scaredy cat now, twat? That was a fluke! You barely swam at all! Some weird current carried you here! Oh, Owen, don't be a sore loser. Sissel beat you fair and square. Owen sighs and slumps down into the water, ears drooping. Well, I think you did a good job, Owen. He instantly perks up with a grin. Well, I'm glad someone appreciates my efforts. Oh, that reminds me, I guess a deal's a deal. That gives me a good excuse to go skinny dipping at least. Wait, please don't. Well, there's nothing showing, so I don't have to worry about censoring that. Owen's fingers hook against the waistband of his swim trunks before he slowly pulled them down, revealing himself in his glory. His bare body was completely exposed. Anyone passing by could catch a full eyeful of him, yet he wasn't the least bit shy. How's that? Like what you see? Owen winks at us expectantly, making a show of seductively licking his lips. Dots? More dots? Well, I'm getting out of the water now. I'll come with you. It doesn't look like there's many interesting things to see out here anyway. Hey, wait, what's about... They left. Owen slumped down again, his spirit utterly broken. Aww. I walked up to him and patted his head in encouragement. Don't feel down, Owen. I think you're pretty hot. But doesn't anyone get hot and bothered anymore? All these pornos aren't realistic at all. All those pornos weren't realistic at all. Owen suddenly threw his arms around me in an exaggerated wail of despair. John, what am I gonna do? What's the point of working out all the time if no one is going to get impressed by it? I sighed and patted his back patiently. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that you have a good physique. They just don't want to inflate your ego any more than it already has. You think? Oh, Owen. Why do you always act so pompous? You're easily the most insecure guy around. Owen exhaled deeply and leaned against me. His face flushed a little as I felt the bulk of his body heat radiate against me. The music switched to like a funky thing. I just want to be appreciated a little bit. It's kind of hard to get friendly with people around here, especially with my whole family thing. Well, pursuing the plot means getting friendly with Owen. But at the same time, it's like, do I talk to him about his stuff? I don't, because I don't want it to just be like, you're going along with the sex because that's the thing he always does with everybody. Pull your pants up and let's go for a walk means that I would actually listen to him, but at the same time, I don't know. Let's just see what that does. That was an interesting afternoon. My head was still spinning from the warmth bubbling against my chest. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode off here. Thank y'all very much for watching this episode. Repeat on the next one. I'm going to try to stay to Owen's route. I'm really trying because I want to make sure I cover all my bases before I get back to what I was doing. So, thank you all very much for watching this episode of Repeat. I've been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone! Peace.